Hello?
Hello.
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 Hi.
How are you tonight?
I'm pretty good. It's a pretty good day.
Great. It's been a beautiful day out. We're here at Panther Stadium.
Yes. OCA Media is proud to bring you another exciting Panther lacrosse match live from Oregon High School. I'm Carter Johnston, along with Hope Flitter.
Hope Flitter. I love it. That's going to be my new stage name.
Hope Mickelson, filling in for Adam Mickelson. And we're bringing you all of tonight's action right here on OCA Media,
Yes,
your home
we are.
for Panther sports. In just a few minutes, the Oregon Panthers will host Sun Prairie United. I'm pretty sure that this is supposed to be a pretty fair match for Oregon and Sun Prairie. I don't know too much about this Sun Prairie team, but I'm hoping for a really good game between our Oregon Panthers and them.
I am too. I think this is going to be a great game.
Awesome. Okay, before the game starts, we'd like to thank our sponsors to help make this broadcast possible. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping you thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.com. Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. In just a few minutes, our game will begin to start up, and we'll have a pretty good game for you tonight, folks.
Yep, I'd like to announce that I am back for this round, for this game. I feel like I was just here, actually.
Just
Tuesday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. We had a record high, I think 30,000 concurrent viewers for that stream. Very impressive.
Extremely. And, I mean, Oregon put on a good show. It was the score aside, they played with their hearts out. And we saw some actually pretty great defense and some pretty good offense.
Yeah, we did both ways, too. They were a very difficult team to play against. I'm sure Wanake's coach said a lot of good things to say. All of their players played very well. Our goalie, actually, today, Hayden Sharkis, is coming to help him with some private coaching today.
Nice.
He'll be down here shortly.
That'll be good to hear. Oh, Adam, so just this last game, I heard that Sun Prairie United ended up beating the JV team.
Oh, they did?
In the last few minutes.
Do you know what? Impressive then by.
But, yeah.
Yep, Sun Prairie has, they have a good history of some good players. They've been having a bit of trouble these past couple years. They're losing a lot of players, but it looks like they've got a pretty young team this year.
Yeah, it does look like that way. A lot of sophomores.
Yep, a couple of freshmen too.
Yeah. And it looks like the game is about to be on its way.
Yeah, it looks like that's Keaton out there with our flag, our Panther flag. Cato was actually the other day. I think he was more this game.
That's great.
Good evening, lacrosse fans. Welcome to Panther Stadium for tonight's matchup between Sun Prairie United and your Oregon Panthers. Tonight's contest is being played under the authority of the WIAA. Sun Prairie High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require positive sportsmanship by all student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and the officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, ethnic comments, or any other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of the competition. We appreciate your attendance and your continued support of high school athletics. We hope you enjoy tonight's game. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise, if able, remove your hats, and join in the singing of our national anthem. 6, Ian Green. Number 10, William Nelson. Number 12, Jack Jersey. Number 13, Jackson Finley. Number 16, Wyatt Pacheco. Number 24, Brady Crow. Number 29, Callan Luttrell. Number 30, Maddox Walters. Number 40, Carson Robert Compton. And in goal, number 35, Meese Rosel. And now, for your Oregon Panthers. At attack, number 29, Braden Henneke. Number 22, Brady Zimmerman. And number 17, Cameron White. And midfield, number 3, Cato Nicholson. Number 8, Trey Irwin. Number 16, Owen Kaushik. At defense for the Panthers, number 2, Nolan Herford. Number 9, Tim Wright. Number 19, Henry Rockford. And in goal, Kenny DiMartino.
Hello.
All right, we're ready to get started with our first face-off here. Looks like OT is out there at the face-off X. He had a great game on Tuesday.
He did. Oregon had a lot of face-off wins, and even if they did not, they usually sent the ball to one of their guys.
Yep, I see Trey's back there to help out the face-off as well as Cato. Trey had a ton of ground balls on those last face-offs on Tuesday. OT's going to go for the ground ball. Looks like he's contested a little bit. Trey's going to help out. And Trey picks it up. He's going to settle the ball, get it back over to OT. A little bit of trouble there, but looks like he's going to try to get a touch. Need to get a touch here pretty quick. And we do. Braden Kenneke gets the ball. He's going to pull it up top. Gets it over to OT. Looks like they're putting a long stick on Cato. Kind of expected at this point in the season. OT back with the ball. Parker with the ball. And it looks like Parker wants to get a dodge. Good stop side over there. Looking for a shot. Nothing there. Looks like OT's going to go for a dodge down the alley. Cato makes some space for him down low. Brady's going to pull up the ball on that wing. Finds Parker again. Looks like Parker's going to get a shot probably down the right alley. And he does. Shot. Deflected by the Sun Prairie defense. He's going to fight for that, but it's going to be Sun Prairie ball. Good effort there. Just unfortunately wasn't there. Okay, our Sun Prairie defense are going to get a clear here. See how we defend that. We got Seabass out there on attack on the ball. Sun Prairie throws the ball, throws it away a little bit. Cato picks it up. Cato's going to get a nice clear. A little bit of pressure, but he's pretty fast.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little fast action here.
Yeah. Looks like we're looking at fast break, pass up top, and isn't able to find Braden Kenneke.
You know, even though it was a missed pass, I like that play. I like how basically Sun Prairie's defense all went one way.
Exactly. That was good awareness over there by Brady. Great ride here. Braden Kenneke getting that ball out. They're going to fight for that ground ball. But Sun Prairie gets it over. And they're going to try to get in the box. Keaton scoops it up. And we're going to get it clear. Very fast game so far. Sort of going both directions. Okay, Parker's going to carry the ball down low. Probably just get a touch and settle it. So he's going to look for a short touch here. Hoping, looks like he's going to go for an invert look. We saw he had a lot of success with that in the Tuesday game. No goals, but a lot of good scoring opportunities. Probably going to go down that right alley. Yep, right side. Looks for a shot. Nothing there. Shot. And off. Ooh, looks like he might have been a little bit hurt after that play. Looks like he's holding that.
Left arm, possibly.
Yeah, or right hip. Yeah, he got pushed a little bit after that jump shot. I hope it's nothing serious. Okay, but he's going to walk it off the field.
Glad to see him getting up.
Yeah, hopefully he stays safe during this game.
Yep.
We have a great athletic trainer here at Oregon, Lisa. She's always done a great job helping out our players. I'm sure she'll get them back in tip-top shape. But Sun Prairie's going to get their clear again. Looks like they're going to get to the middies. Like to see another good ride here from our attackmen. They're going to try to get it downfield. Look downfield to their middies, and Trey's on ball here. And looks like they're going to go for a little bit of a run here. Finds a pass inside, shot, and score.
Sun Prairie goal by number 7, Benjamin Calvert.
Good work by that Sun Prairie offense, finding the open man there on that fast break. I didn't think it was going to be a fast break, but they found a way to really get down there.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, I think they just took advantage of Oregon defense there. Oregon, I feel like, was expecting a little bit slower of a play, of a game plan from Sun Prairie.
Yep, unfortunately, just a little bit sloppy. You can see our scoreboard might be changing a little bit. We accidentally put in the script for the game a little bit early, so you'll see our goal count going up. That will be reflected later in the game. Trey's going to pick up the ball. And looks like he needs some help here. Nope, he's going to get over the field and try to get a touch. Finds OT. OT's going to get a touch here. Good time here. He's got a short. I'd like to see Brady cut through for him so he can get a dodge. It looks like Brady wants to get a dodge here. Brady wants to get a long dodge from up top. A lot of pressure there from his defender right there. But our Panthers are just going to pass it around. Look for a good opportunity. Brett Rude on the field now. He's going to go down that right side most likely. He does. Shot. And goal.
Oregon goal scored by number 5, Brett Rudy.
Nice play.
Yeah, good shot there from Brett. Good awareness. Just a good shot from up top. Found that open space on the right side and took advantage of it.
Yeah.
I like that we're testing this goalie too, not trying to force anything inside, but taking those outside shots.
Yeah. I think this will be a game that will, I think Oregon, especially last game, had a lot of trouble trying to find any sort of shot opportunities. And I'd like to see them take a little bit more risks and also maybe have some better game plans for offensive plays.
Yes, I would definitely agree. Yeah, OT with another face-off. He's going to win it out. It's like illegal procedure. It's going to be white ball. Looks like one of the Sun Prairie midfielders went a little bit early. OT's just going to go for a touch here. Gets a touch. No one guarding him because this guy subbed off, but they recover quickly. Parker, looks like that's Parker back in the field. Good to see he's back and healthy. He's going to pass it up top to OT. Looks like Gato's got a shorty on him. I saw him try to go down to X there. Maybe he wanted to get a pass back there. But OT finds a good look, gets past his man, shot, and score.
Oregon Panthers goal scored by number 16, Owen Township.
Great shot by OT there.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, he just got past his man, and Sun Prairie was not able to cover in time. I also like to see on that play a lot of backside movement from our attackmen and our midfielders. Cato was moving around back there trying to make some space. Looks like Cam White is actually back out there. I saw him moving around a lot behind the net.
Nice.
That really freed up the defense on there for him to be able to make that play. another face-off here. And Sun Prairie's going to win it forward. Looks like it's a little bit contested. There, LSM picks up the ball. They're going to try to get it back in the box. They get a touch in the box, but Cato's going to be there on that ground ball, and he picks it up. Looks for Nolan. Nolan's going to look upfield to OT. And he's going to look back to Henry. And Henry's going to get a touch and settle it. Finds Cato. And OT's going to sub back out for Parker, back on the field. Looks like Cato's going back behind X. I'd like to see him get another invert look this game. He had a lot of success with that last time. Parker's going to go for a dodge on that left alley. He's going to go downfield, spins back. Looks for a shot up top, shot, and score. Great work by Parker there. No, Parker played a lot of attack the previous 2 years, but he's had a lot of success up top this year playing midfield.
Yeah, he has.
He's just a very fast guy. I think he's able to get open on a lot of those shots and really rip it from up top.
Oh yeah, I mean, great little fake out to the left.
Yep, spins back to his right and just lets it fly.
Yeah.
You get another face-off here. Brady on the wing this time, along with Trey. OT's going to win it forward. Good face-off win. Got a good fast break opportunity here. He's going to try to pick it up. We're going to fight for that ground ball in the middle. Good ground ball scrum. Looks like Cam White's going to try to get it up. Unfortunately, he's not able to. Sun Prairie ball. Reminder, the lines are the yellow lines on the base. It's not actually the white lines. Okay, Sun Prairie's going to get it upfield. Fortunately, he drops the ball and steps out. Trey's going to pick up the ball over there. If you step on the line, you're actually out. That's why he was out there. Looks like Trey needs some help. He's got a long pole on him. I'd like to see someone get open for him. Finds Brady Mamero. Brady's going to dodge down that right alley, find some space. Shot. Oh, actually pass. Finds Cam White. And a score.
Great play right there.
Great play. Good awareness.
Incredible pass to the open man.
Actually faked everyone. I thought it was a shot.
Well,
But it looks like it was actually a bounce pass over there to Cam White.
It was. I don't even know if Cam was really expecting it, but he really monopolized on the opportunity.
He really did. We've actually had a script change recently. Sun Prairie was actually projected to win this game, but we changed it last minute after seeing how our Panthers were playing in practice yesterday. You'll see that score reflected in the scoreboard. OT with another face-off, wins it back to Trey, and Trey picks it up. Great win. He's going to walk it up. He's got some pressure there from the attackman. Good awareness, good spin move there. And he's going to look for a touch. Passes it back to Brady. I'd like to get a touch here. We don't have much time. Need to get in the box. And a timeout. Good timeout there. It looks like it was about to be a failure to advance.
Timeout, Oregon.
Reminder, you only have 10 seconds to get into the box. I'd like to shout out our U14 team. Apparently I did not shout them out enough last time as their coach was not happy with me. But they actually have 2 games this weekend. They play Capital City and DeForest, if I'm correct. I think I was incorrect in my statement last time. But good luck to them in their games on Sunday.
Yeah, they are the future of this high school team.
They are the future. They've got some great players on their team too. Wyatt Rothering, Henry's brother, he started taking faceoffs this year.
Nice.
I was working with him the other day. He's a very strong player. Hoping for some success this weekend with their games. Also this weekend, we have some games from our U12 team. They'll be playing at the DeForest Stadium. They're playing Capital City and DeForest, if I'm correct.
Will you be there to coach?
I will be there to coach. We have a very strong team this year. I'm not sure if I've explained this in practice yet, but if we beat Capital City, I will do the Ice Bucket Challenge. You can quote me on that.
You know, I'd like to see that happen.
Again, for everyone who wasn't here last time, the coach of Capital City is actually Leo Schleck one of our alumni here from the lacrosse team. So I'm definitely hoping to beat him.
Yes. I feel like that would be a good win.
Yep. Capital City is very strong this year. They actually rebranded. They used to be just Madison, but they rebranded Capital City.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was West Side for a bit as well.
As well as East Side, but I think they
Yeah.
combined this year. And now their program is very strong. Okay, Cato's going to pick up the ball in the alley. He's going to go for a touch here. Yep, he just gets a touchdown low. And he's going to pass that up top. Brett Rude with the ball again. Looks like they put a pull on Parker now. Good choice from Sun Prairie. Try to cut off some of those shots. Brady with the ball at X. Gonna get over to Cato. Like to see a dodge here from the wing. He's got a lot of space here. Looks for the pass down low to Braden Kennekeet. Unfortunately not able to connect. I see some people in the stand shooting laser pointers in our player's eyes. Unfortunately, that may have been why he did not catch the pass. Cam White helping out with the clear here. Some players going to try to get up top. And they get the clear over the half. They're going to get a touch and settle it. Henry on ball here. And some players going to look for some subs and settle it down. Looks like Trey wants to put some pressure on. Good choice while they're subbing. So we've got Trey on ball here. Brett on ball, defending on the alley. And Cato back on defense as well. Cato's going to defend this dodge. Good defense there. Henry back on ball. Trey on ball, he's going to defend a dodge. Great defense here. I like the pressure that we're putting on the Sun Prairie midfielders.
Sun Prairie not being really able to make a move.
Unfortunately, we're playing pretty tight from our defense. We have the slide ready in case we need it, and our defense is playing great. Trey's going to go for that ground ball. Looks like a play on, and Sun Prairie ball. Unfortunately, it looks like a loose ball push. But Sun Prairie's going to pick it back up, and a flag down on the play. Looks like it may have been a conduct call called on Trey. So our Panthers are going to be man down now.
Not something you want to see. I mean, you know, it could have been it was a little bit of a later call.
Yeah, it could have been anything that we said. We don't actually know. Unfortunately, we did not mic up our players for today. We'll work on that for next time. Well, we're going to get here in our man down defense. Gabe back on the field with a long pole. Henry on ball. We're going to rotate here. Shot and wide. Good rotation there from Tim. Looks like Sun Prairie is actually running 6 guys all along the outside. There's no one in the middle. So we just need to be careful here looking for that open man. We will have to rotate at some point during this defense. Henry on ball. Gabe on ball. Henry back up top. Nolan finds open man inside. Good save there from Keaton. Good awareness, finding that up top.
Looks like Oregon is now at full strength.
Yep, back at full strength. But Sun Prairie's going to look for a shot over the top. And outside. We're going to look for a clear here. Keaton's going to look upfield for a nice pass. Finds Brady. Brady's going to get it over. And we're going to get a touch. We're likely going to take some time to settle here, get some subs, give our defense some time to rest. Brady finds Parker. Looks like a flag down on the field. I'm not sure what it was. May have been a offsides call. It was an offsides call. That's why there are 7 Sun Prairie players on the field. Unfortunately, that pass goes out. As you saw, there were 7 Sun Prairie players on the field during that time. If there's an offsides call, that player can stay on the field and help out their defense.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. Unfortunately, we weren't able to capitalize on that on that flag down, but we're going to get into our man up.
Penalty on Sun Prairie, number 17, offside, 30 seconds.
Got Brady with the ball down there. Cato with the ball, carrying it up. And they're just going to pass it around. I think they're going to run the same offense that they have been running. Cato's going to carry the ball up top. So he's going to find Parker. Finds Cato down low. Unfortunately cannot connect. Cato picks it back up. Finds Braden Kenneke. Looks down low to Brady. Fortunately is not able to find him. Looks like that hit was a little bit late, but they're not going to call anything on it. Some of the parents are actually yelling crease, but unfortunately Brady was hit into the crease, so he had no control over that, so they will not call it. Sun Prairie back at full strength. Cato's got a short stick here. Looks like he wants to dodge. Parker's going to clear some space along the top side. Cato's going to dodge up top. Slide. Pass inside. And Sun Prairie actually picks it off. Good pick there from Sun Prairie. Cato's on ball. Trying to use his speed to push him out. Sun Prairie gets a touch. Looking for a slide here. Good defense here. Really recovering from that fast break. And we're going to get set back up. I see Hayden made it back over on the field. He's over there on the sideline. He'll be helping out with our defense and our goalie tonight. Sun Prairie is just looking for an opportunity. Henry on ball. They look for the overpass. Looking for a good time to make a dodge. Great stick check there from Henry. And Nolan's going to get it over. Good fast break opportunity here. Nolan's going to look down low to Brady. Brady is going to get over the top. Fortunately loses the ball. Great defense there from Sun Prairie. They're going to pass it upfield, and they're going to get it clear. Great check there from Braden Kenneke to get the ball back. We do have to get a touch here. Okay, we get a touch. And Braden's going to get up top to Brett. Looks like Gabe Grossen is back in the field, this time at short stick. Great dodge there. Shot off the pipe. Brett is going to pick up the ball. Good check there by Sun Prairie. We do recover the ball, though. Gabe back with the ball. He's going to pass it down to Braden Kenneke. And looks like Braden Kenneke wants to get a dodge from X. Good time here. He's got a short stick on him. Expecting he's going to go down that right side. And he does. Looks for the pass because he got a slide on him. Gabe's open in the middle. Unfortunately, does not see him. But Brett's going to go for a dodge down that right side, most likely. We've only got 10 seconds left, so we want to get one more shot here before the quarter ends. Good work here. Looks back up top to Gabe. Finds the ball. Fortunately pushed. Looks like a flag down. And there'll be a flag down going into the half.
I'm starting to sense a little bit of tension here between our Sun Prairie United and Oregon.
Just a little bit. This is a very tense game.
It is. There's definitely been a few checks after some plays. It's a little bit. I think everyone's a little bit on edge.
Yep, we're seeing that from both sides, actually. I think our Panthers are really wanting to get a good win here tonight.
No, I think a good win. I mean, right now they've got a 3-point lead going into the second quarter. This is what we'd like to see. I'd love for them to extend that lead by 3 to 4 more points.
Or 5 to 6.
Yeah.
7 to 8, maybe.
24.
That would be very nice.
That'd be pretty great.
I think this was the scoreline actually that Wanakee had against Oregon on Tuesday.
Going in this week, yeah.
And going into the half after that, they were actually up 12-1.
Yes.
So based on how probability works, we should be expecting exactly 8 goals in this quarter.
Adam, any high-scoring games in your high school career that you remember?
That's a good question. I had a tournament actually up in the Dells where they introduced a 2-point line on the lacrosse field. We won our first game on that field 22-0. It's very nice. Another high-scoring game was we actually played Middleton my junior year, and we won 11-0.
It's always good.
That was Logan Leatherberry's first time starting, I think, in a high school game.
Nice.
Set a good precedent for him. Okay, looks like we're going to start this half man up. Actually, we're going to start with a face-off. Looks like they waived the penalty on that.
Yeah, I think Gabe may have had possession when he got hit. So I could see how
That makes sense. Trey's going to get back over there on that wing, and we're going to get another face-off. Okay, OT with the face-off win, gets it to himself. Looks downfield to Brady. Brady finds the ball, and he's going to go for a touch. Good touch there, and they're going to settle it down and get some subs. Look downfield to Brady. Seabass is actually back in at attack, number 55. Brady's just running around right now, trying to get away from some pressure. Passes it over to Braden Kenneke. And looks like Parker wants to get another dodge up top. Gets past his man. Looks for a shot. And just wide. Good save there by Brady. Good reflexes. Finds Braden Kenneke. And Brady Mamro is going to make some space for him to dodge up top. Shot. Off pipe. But Parker's going to recover it. He's got a lot of space there down the right alley. But Braden Kenneke is going to go for another dodge. Finds space, shot.
I think possibly off of Parker Herbal.
Yes. Oh, but he finds the ball back again. And unfortunately gets through. It's going to be Sun Prairie ball. Sun Prairie is going to pick it back up for their clear as we get our D-Midi and LSM back on the field. It's like Brady Mamro staying on the field. He wants to get some more game time. They've actually got a pull wide open in the middle. I'd be careful right there. They find him in the middle. It's a fast break opportunity. He's going to look for a dodge, but we've got a lot of pressure there. It's like a timeout call possibly. And good timeout from Sun Prairie.
Oregon defense really going in strong there.
Yes, they were in an odd man opportunity. It was a 3-on-2 there. They recognized that the person with the ball was a long sit, and they attacked him.
That they did.
A reminder that lacrosse is legally the only sport where you can hit someone with a large metal pole. And they really took advantage of that in that play.
That they did.
We actually had some, I'd like to make a PSA. We had some sticks stolen at our practice the other day, at our U12 practice. There was a very nice boy that came up to us at the last practice and returned the sticks, saying that he found them outside of Brooklyn Elementary. So if you have any eyes on a lacrosse stick stealer in the Brooklyn area, please notify Rob, our boys director, or Adam Nicholson.
Well, this has been a pretty good night for lacrosse. I mean, weather is great.
Yeah, the weather has been great all day, actually.
Yeah.
Hoping it stays this way.
Mm-hmm. Probably great for Oregon. Nice, cool evening game.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Hopefully the field doesn't get as wet as Tuesday night.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a problem that we saw with people sliding and kind of slipping out.
I saw some players actually adapting last game and adding track spikes on their feet rather than cleats. Unfortunately, they were found out halfway through the game and had to switch them out, but it was a good effort.
It was.
Okay, we're just back into our normal defense right now. Sun Prairie's going to look for another dodge. Looks like they've been dodging up top all game. They're going to look down low. We've got an invert look here. I was actually talking about this the other day. They found a lot of invert looks from Wanakee and good looks. Shot and score. Fortunately, we did not have a slide there. I was actually telling their one of their coaches, Matt Strassman, that they need to run a play to defend those inverts. Unfortunately, I don't think they had enough time to instill that in the last practice. Again, those inverts are when you have a short stick on a short stick behind X. It's definitely favored towards the person dodging, so we really need to have a slide ready there. Hopefully they'll adapt to that later in the game. OT with another face-off. Cato and Trey on the wings. And Sun Prairie is going to win it out. Good face-off win there. Looking for some help there. Good pressure. And Cato and Trey are going to be on ball. Trey picks it up. Great ground ball there. And he's going to get it downfield. Look for a touch and settle it. Looks like he has some space on the inside. Finds Brady. Brady's just going to get away from his man, try to find a pass up top. Finds Cato Mickelson. And looks like Cato wants to get a dodge. Looks like their play actually is called chicken. It is not called chicken jockey like we thought during that Middleton game. Cato's going to get a dodge off shot. And great save by the Sun Prairie goalie. Good defender recovers it. Great attempt on the ride there by Seabass. But he gets it over half. Great check there by Henry. Henry picks up the ball. He's getting it over, and we have a good fast break opportunity. Shot and wide. They're going to call it Sun Prairie ball there. Again, it is the closest person to the ball when the ball goes out, and it looks like the keeper was there first. Sun Prairie's going to get another clear. We're going to look downfield to their long poles. Henry on ball. Probably no need for a slide here. Tim goes for the double, actually, and they find the ball. Got all three defenders out there.
Great defensive effort by Oregon.
Yeah. Great awareness there to double the ball. Nolan's going to carry it up. See, Gabe is wide open on that wing. But we're going to look for a pass up top. Finds Brady. He's going to hold on to the ball. Great effort there, holding on to the ball. Looks for a touch inside, looks for Parker. And Parker's going to pick it up. Oh, good fake there. Unfortunately, he's not able to hold on to the ball. And Sun Prairie's going to get another clear. A lot of back and forth during this quarter. And Trey picks it back up. He's going to look for a pass up top. Looks back to his goalie. Good choice there. We have a full 20 seconds to get it over the field, so lots of time. We find Brett. Fortunately, is lost. And Sun Prairie picks it back up. Trey on ball. He's going to try to push him out. Good defense there. Great stick check, disrupting that pass. And good effort there from OT. Going for that ground ball. Again, Sun Prairie doesn't have much time to get it in the box. And it's going to be a failure to advance. Panther ball.
Great defensive effort from the Panthers there.
Yep, all they had to do was keep him out of the box, and they did it. OT with the ball now. And he's just going to walk it up. Looking for a touch here. He's going to find Gabe. Fortunately, is not able to hold on to the ball, and we need to get in the box quickly here. Play on called, and Sun Prairie gets possession. Good check there on the wing. Hopefully that Sun Prairie player is all right, though. Looks like they're going to call it. Trey has to go and retrieve that ball, unfortunately. He's going to pick it up. And it's going to be Panther ball. Okay, lots of back and forth right now. I wonder why that is, but Gabe's going to pick it back up, and they're going to go for another offensive play. Gabe with the ball, gets it back up to Parker. Parker's going to look down low. He's going to get a touch and just settle it down. Finds Brady on the wing. Looks like Brady wants to get a dodge up top right now. He's got a short stick on him. He's going to get a dodge up top. He's going to go for a shot and wide. Good backup there from Seabass. Parker picks it up. Looks like they're running deuces right now. That's their two-man game at X. Parker's looking for a pass here for another dodge. Parker's going to get it back up top. OT up top. Looks like OT wants to get a dodge on that right alley. Tries to get around him over the top. Is not able to, and Seabass picks up the ball up top for a dodge. He's going to work downfield on this one, really using his body to get past his defender. Shot and high. But Braden Kennedy picks it up, gets it upfield, looks for Gabe, gets it over to Parker. Good move there, shot, and isn't able to make it through. Good work from Sun Prairie there, really staying in front of the ball. Parker picks it back up. He's going to get it down to Brady. Brady's going to work it downfield. Finds a lot of traffic, but he gets it through. And shot and wide. Unfortunate there. We're going to get it back up to OT. Looks like Brady's getting a sub here. He did a lot of good work in that play.
Great.
Cam White's going to get back in.
Great offensive effort, really going through the defense.
Yeah, just a lot of running during that play too. Cam White's going to go for a dodge. Unfortunately loses it. We need some help here. We do not need some help here. Cam White actually picks it back up. OT with the ball. He's going to work it downfield. Nothing there. Looks for the pass up to Gabe and back to Parker. And looks like they're going to go for a redodge down that right alley. I'm really liking this offense right now. Just passing and then dodging. And then if they don't find anything there, they're going to pass it twice and redodge again. Really leaving no time for the defense to get set up on the Sun Prairie side. They're just looking for a good opportunity. And they find Gabe. Unfortunately, is not able to pick it up. Good cut there. Parker's going to get a sub. And Brett comes onto the field. Another sub here. Cato's going to get on the field. Looks like Cato wants to get another dodge over the top there. Great dodge there. Shot. And goal. Great effort from Cato there. Great shot.
Is this his first of the night? No, second, I think.
That might be his first of the night.
Yes.
I think it is.
But great possession there. Oregon held the ball for probably almost 2.5, 3 minutes.
Yeah, that was a great possession. And as long as you're holding the ball, the other team can't score.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
I mean, you know, took a lot of shots and then always was first with the ball.
Yep. It's a great thing for all the lacrosse players out there to remember. Even if you shoot, it's better to miss the goal and have that backup than have a bad shot and the goalie just makes that save.
Yeah.
It's like we've got Elliott out there on the face-off. He's going to win it backwards to Trey. Trey's going to work for that ground ball. And Sun Prairie picks it up, but we got some good pressure there. And we pick it up. Elliott picks up the ball. Looks like they're calling a flag down here. May have been a push with possession because the Sun Prairie player had possession of the ball and Trey pushed him in the back. They're calling a penalty. Looks like Trey is confused with the call. Maybe I will talk to him later. Good effort, though, from Trey on that, trying to get the ball there. Just unfortunate timing.
I think he used a little bit too much stick there. Should have been a little bit more of a body.
Yep, I think he was just trying to get him because he was so close to the sideline.
Yep, to push him out. I mean, that would be an Oregon possession right there.
Yep, but unfortunately, it turns around into a man down.
Yep.
Okay, something our man down needs to look at. We've got our short stick D midi on the inside right now. I'd like him to string up top or go up top to help out because there's no one on the inside that he needs to be guarding. But if you can see on the right and the left side, there's 3 Sun Prairie attackmen and midfielders. So when that's overloaded, we really need help there. Gabe's going to go out on ball. They're going to go for a rotation. Good pressure there. They're going to pass it off to the other side. Someone needs to pick up ball here. Shot and wide. I really like Henry to go there so that backside attackman isn't able to sneak through. But we've got Tim back on ball. Tim ready to slide. Henry on ball. And they're going to overload that right-hand side. They're going to go for rotation. And a shot. Off pipe. Shot. And deflected off of Brady. Little bit of a ground ball scrum there. Keaton picks it up. He's going to look for Cato. Unfortunately, does not make it through. But the call is goalie interference, so it's going to be Panther ball. Cato can pick it up right away to go for a fast break here, as long as the refs call it. And he does. Great fast break opportunity. Looks for Seabass on the inside. Shot and saved. Great save by the Sun Prairie goalie. Reminder, that was pass interference because when Keaton tried to pass the ball, he was hit by one of the attackman's sticks. And that automatically makes it a free clear.
Looks like Sun Prairie throwing it out of bounds on purpose.
Yes, great work. Thank you to Sun Prairie for that one. Now Parker picks up the ball again. I'm sure they made a deal before the game. We might do that later. Little bit of a slip on the field. It might be a little bit wet right now. Cato's going to work for that ground ball. Brady picks it up, unfortunately loses it, and Sun Prairie gets the ball. Good pressure there from Brady, but Sun Prairie picks it up. Reminder, they only have 20 seconds to get it over the field, get it over the midline, so. Looks like they look for a pass in the middle. Isn't able to connect, and Cato picks up the ball. Cato looks for a pass downfield, finds Braden Kenneke. Holds onto the ball. Looks like a timeout call.
Not sure.
Honestly, a good call there. It was hard to tell if Brady was going to, if Braden was going to step out.
True.
Yeah.
I could see from the point of the coaches.
Yeah, but it's definitely better to be safe than sorry. We have a lot of timeouts. Might as well use them.
Well, this is looking to be quite the game.
Yes, this is a great game so far. Sun Prairie really coming back, making it a 1-1 quarter.
Yeah, I think Sun Prairie is taking a little bit more defensive kind of grit. And, I mean, Oregon's responding right back. I don't think that either team is being outplayed at the moment. I think Oregon's defense has been solid. I mean, causing Sun Prairie to create a lot of mistakes.
Yes, especially on those clears. Whenever Sun Prairie tries to clear, they're just not able to get it to their attackman or get a touch. Their Sun Prairie goalie's been playing great as well. He's had a lot of great saves, really keeping them in this game. I'd like to remind everyone that we have a couple interviews lined up for later today. Got Patrick, who's one of our U12 players, and Wyatt, who actually made an appearance on Tuesday night. They'll be able to provide some more insight to the game. As we get back out on the field, I see that Seabass is out there again. He's been switching off with Cam White a little bit this game. Both of them very strong players. All right, Cato's going to pick up the ball on that left alley. I assume he's just going to get a quick touch. The defender does not look 5 yards away, but he is lined up nonetheless. No call there.
Cato aura forming.
Yes, good work from Cato. Parker gets the touch. Brett with the dodge, likely down the right alley. He does have a pull on him. I'd like for him to get it out. He does, but unfortunately passes it away. Good pressure from those Sun Prairie defenders, really throwing those mental checks at him. Sun Prairie's going to go for another clear. They're going to find the midfielders. Fortunately, does not make it through, and Parker picks up the ball. Good opportunity for the Panthers. You're just going to get a touch here and settle it down. Only 1 minute and 15 seconds left before the half. A little bit of a ground ball scrum here. It's like a loose ball push here, and it's going to be Panther possession. Cato picks up the ball. Good time here. He's got a shorty on him. Like to see a dodge. They're making some space for him on the alley. Gets to his right. Rolls back to his left. Gets over the top. Shot. And score.
Nice.
Great shot by Cato.
He took advantage of that open lane.
He really did. And that Sun Prairie defender did a great job of forcing him to his right hand. But something I was actually telling Cato to do yesterday was to get to that right hand, roll back to your left, and use your body to really get past that man. And he did exactly that.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Exactly. Someone who actually used to do that a lot was Will McDonald. And I pointed that out to Cato the other day. Will McDonald was the player for Hudson, who's actually playing football for the Badgers now.
Oh.
He was playing in their showcase on Saturday, if I'm correct.
Nice.
Getting some minutes. And he was Mason Konopacki's chemistry partner. Little bit of talk over there on the field. But it's going to be a timeout for Sun Prairie. You know, really talking with your mouth is better than talking with your hands. I'm happy with the repros that I've been seeing from our Panthers today.
Yeah, I mean, this is a heated game. I think Sun Prairie is a little bit, they're pretty on edge.
They really want to win this game.
They really do.
Our Panthers want to win this game too.
And I think our Panthers are taking their edge and making it into positive reinforcement for their team.
I would agree. Okay, it looks like Sun Prairie is actually setting up a play here with their attackman. They really want to get a goal before our next half starts. We'll see what they can cook up. I'd also like to point out that another local team, Spike Wazowski FC, is actually playing tonight. They're playing at 9 at the Near West Fields in Madison. That is actually my team that I play soccer on. Unfortunately, I am not able to make it today for the game because I am here, but we wish them good luck.
Pretty sure I saw Mason Konopacki and part of the team yesterday.
Yes. Mason Konopacki, he's an alumni here from Oregon. He actually did the senior pictures last year. I'm sure he'll do them again. Got our defense back out here. Got both of our team middies and Trey at the midfield. Brady on ball. We're going to get it downloaded to Tim. Good pressure from Tim. And Brady's going to get low. Looks like they're going for the invert look, but Tim switches onto him. Looks like they have the invert look again. They're going for that two-man game. They're going to go for that dodge. He's going to get a dodge over the top. We got a slide ready here. Looks to the pass inside. And Tim picks it up. Little bit of ground ball here. Only 10 seconds left in the half. Good pressure here. A lot of people yelling shoot in the stands, but unfortunately you have to have the ball in your stick before you shoot the ball. And that's the half.
Oregon having a very good game today.
Yeah, great defense there. Really just keeping the ball off their sticks before the half ends. All right, before the second half starts, we're going to have some interviews for you later. We'll start that 2 minutes before the second half starts, and we'll see you then. Okay. Hello, everyone. We are back for the second half. I've actually got some U12 players here today for some interviews. Oh, Wyatt, how do you think our Panthers are playing tonight?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree. Definitely a lot better than our Tuesday game.
Yeah, I don't think we should talk about that one.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. We had a tough game against Wanakee on Tuesday. What have you been seeing from our defense so far this game?
Probably just good sliding.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. A lot of good ground balls, too. What do you project our score is going to be at the end of the game?
At the end of the game, I'm gonna say 13-3.
Okay, Wyatt predicts a 13-3 score by the end of the game. If we do not reach 13 goals, he will be running in the next practice.
No.
All right, we've got
No.
another U12 here. Reagan. Hello, Reagan. How do you feel our Panthers are playing tonight?
We've been doing really good on defense, offense.
Yep, I would definitely agree. And you're actually a face-off guy.
Yeah.
For all our listeners out there, Reagan's been taking face-offs for our U12 team. How do you feel our face-offs have looked tonight?
We've been winning most of them, and I think just need to work harder a little bit.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I'll tell those players that they just need to work harder on those face-offs. I'm sure they would appreciate that. We've got some games on Sunday against Capital City and against DeForest. How do you think we're going to do on those face-offs this weekend?
I think we'll win like at least 50%, and as long as we just have all the midfielders coming in and help, we should be good.
Yes, I would definitely agree. I think we'll win 100% of our face-offs. We have 2 more interviews that are lined up. We'll have them right before the 4th quarter starts, okay? So I'll have our boys come up 2 minutes before the 4th quarter starts, and we'll have those interviews, okay? All right, we're going to get Carter back in here in the booth with the headset on, and we've got our first face-off here. Thank you, boys, for those help with those interviews. All right, Brady's got the ball back down low. Cam White is actually back on the field. Good to see him out there. Brady's going to carry it up to OT. OT's been playing a lot of midfield this game. I know he's been wanting to take some dodges, get some goals in there. Going to get a dodge from Braden Kenneke. Just a short dodge, looking to test out that defense. OT's going to work it low. Looks like he wants him to take to X. He's got an invert look here. Okay, he's going to try to help him out. We get a slide here. Cato's going to get the ball behind. Looks like a flag down here. Looks like he pushed him in the back while he did not have the ball. Cato's going to get a dodge. We got free play here. And it looks like Sun Prairie was actually saying something to OT there, and that's why they called him off. Remember, if there's 2 flag downs in a play, they stop the play unless there's an imminent scoring opportunity. Looks like we've got a lot of talk there on the field right now. Looks like a lot of talk from both sides. Looks like OT is sitting there in the box. Or he may just be subbing off. Really hoping I'm really thankful actually that our culture keeper is keeping it civil there in the stands. I know our parents can get even rowdier than the players.
Yeah, wasn't there a parent Instagram page that is one of the best culture keepers and the rowdiest in the stands?
I think that is correct. There's a very great woman out there named Deborah Anderson. She is the OG Lax mom. She was there from the start of lacrosse. She was actually out there earlier today blessing the lacrosse field with different sages and herbs before the game. Shout out to her. Looks like we're even here. We've got a 5-on-5. Looks like OT did get a penalty on that play. Now, something interesting about 5v5s, they actually favor the offense because it's really, really hard to set up a good defense with sliding when you only have 5 players. Brady's going to go for a dodge. Nothing there. Something to note, though, is the defense, they still have 4 poles out there, so there will only be 1 shorty on their defense. Brett's got the ball, so we're going to see a lot more dodging on their poles right now. Kato's sitting at X actually right now. Might want to get a look from back there. Gets it low, finds Cam up top, shot, and score.
Great shot right there from Cam.
Great shot from Cam White. That might be his first goal of the season. Congrats to him. Great shot up there. Really great finding the open space.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
He knew he had a short stick on him too. He was the only one with a short stick on him, and he just closed that space and got the ball. One of our alumni that actually used to do that a ton, Hunter, he's actually coaching our U14s this year. He would do the exact same thing. He would draw his defender upfield, up in the middle, just look for that open pass over the top when he wasn't looking, and get that easy goal.
Are these penalties still ongoing, Adam? I know that at the end of a scoring possession, most of the time.
That is a great question, actually. So, because those penalties were likely conduct calls, they will be locked in. So the penalties will not be released in the event of a goal. That is true for the Panther penalty, at least. I think the Sun Prairie. Actually, it may have been the other way around. I think they were both conduct penalties.
I think they both are.
It's right both ways. And Elliott's going to win it back. He's been doing great at the face-off X today. Trey picks it up. Good pass over there, Elliott. And Trey gets it back. Good pass down there to Brady. Looks up top to Braden Kenneke, shot, and good save from the Sun Prairie keeper. I like the shot just a little bit high. I like him to get lower in that box before he took those shots, but it's a good attempt. Nolan on ball. Looking for a fast break actually here, but Henry's there to take away the ball. Passes outfield to Brady. Brady's going to get a touch in the box. Finds the touch. And we are actually man up, it looks like. Yep, the penalty from OT is released, and we are man up. Gabe Grosson's on the field. He's not usually on our man up, but I don't think we're anticipating a man up opportunity right now. We get low to Brady, shot. Good save from the Sun Prairie keeper.
And it looks like Sun Prairie now is back in full team.
Yep, Sun Prairie is back at full strength. They're going to go for their clear. Henry on ball, good pressure there at the middle of the field. The ball is going to pop out. And Brady Bamero picks it back up. Good work from him. Trey's going to find the ball. Got a good shot opportunity here. Unfortunately, loses the ball in the middle. Looks like a hit in the back after the play.
Ooh, 2 flags down.
2 flags down. But they're going to keep playing until we can get possession. Looks like another flag down was called. Looks like Brady must have said something. And it looks like it might be a 5v5 again. I see our defenders over there practicing their stick work.
Their bayonet throws?
Yes, I think Tim, if I'm correct, he had a lot of experience in the color guard past couple of years. I think that's what drew him to play lacrosse. Looks like a little bit of confusion here over what the calls exactly were. The refs are convening right now.
I feel like there definitely was a push in the back on from Sun Prairie.
Yes, I think they might be deliberating either as to whether it was intentional or not, as an intentional push to the back while he wasn't looking would be locked in.
I know that this game, Sun Prairie has been a little bit antsy. I think they're a little bit kind of really not liking the way that this game is going.
Yes, I would agree. But I think they're talking right back to him.
I think they are. I think they're kind of fueling the flame here.
Yep, I think we just need to stay cool as a team and not talk back to the other team. Just stay silent.
Project positive energy that was blessed by the Sage.
Yes, I would agree. There's a lot of aura on this field tonight. We've got some interviews coming up. Hopefully our interviewees come up here in the box soon. Otherwise, I will grab them.
Still some deliberation, maybe. No, I think everything's getting settled out. Looks like it's both it's going to be a 5v5.
All right, they're making the calls in the box now. And looks like, yeah, another 5v5. I'd like to shout out some of our U14 players during this break. We had a couple U14 players actually come in to watch this game, support some of our players. I know Henry Rothering's brother, Wyatt, he comes in almost every single game to watch Henry play and support him. All right, Cato with the ball, he's gonna get a touch. And honestly, from this Panther offense, I'd like to see some dodges up top. Because it's not a 6-on-6, they don't have that slide in the middle of the field. So if they go for a dodge, it's just a free shot if they get past their man.
There's a lot of open space.
Exactly. Cam Wright, good cut from Cam, trying to make some space over there. He's got the only short stick, he might go for a dodge. Great speed there. He's just gonna get it around. Looks to Braden Kenneke. Cato is free, open in the middle of the field. Not able to find anything. Looks like they're doing some work trying to get open. Good backside ball movement, or off ball movement. Brett's gonna go for a dodge. Shot. Good save by the Sun Prairie keeper. And Sun Prairie's gonna go for a run here. Working on their clear. They're gonna try to work it to one of their midfielders. They find one of their poles up top. Great defense there from Brett. We need a slide here. Looks like Henry slides there. Shot and saved. Good save by Keaton. He's going to look for the pass right upfield. Finds Brady. Good fake there.
Looks like there was some goalie interference called down there.
Yep, so it's going to be a free clear. Interesting. Usually they would call that a play on, but they decided to call it a free clear instead. Got some space over in the middle. Braden Kenneke's wide open. Fortunately, wasn't able to find him.
Looks like Oregon's a man up now.
All right, it does look like we're man up now. We might try to go for a man up opportunity. Looks like we've got 4 of our attackmen on the field at the same time. We have not seen this. Brady, Braden, Seabass, and Cam are all on the field for their man up. Looks like Seabass is playing some midfield right now. Looks like they're calling chicken again. That's a dodge from Cato, even though we're man up. Sun Prairie's going to stay tight and defend this man up. Cato's going to go for a dodge. Gets up top, shot. Great goal from Cato. Cato's really locked in the speed on those shots. Even from the beginning of the season, they're looking a lot faster.
Yeah, Cato really took advantage of the defense right there. Kind of caught him off guard. I know, I had just seen the defender kind of turn his head, and then Cato started sprinting.
I don't think they were ready for that speed.
I don't think they realized that he's the second fastest man alive.
It's true. Who is the first fastest?
We don't know.
That is very true. It is still unknown. He's so fast we don't see him at all. I've heard rumors that the fastest man alive, his name starts with the letter O.
It's a 1 in 26 chance.
Yes. His name might be Odin. I'm not exactly sure, though. You cannot quote me on that. Elliott with the face-off win, wins it back. He's going to look upfield. Got a little bit of pressure here. Finds birdie. Looks like they're calling a little bit of a ward from the parents, but that is not actually a ward because his offhand was stayed steady. He was not pushing off with his offhand. Good timeout there. Just calling a timeout in case they didn't get a touch in the box. A reminder, because I was working with my U12s on this actually today, a ward is when you push off with your offhand. It is not when your offhand touches the other person. So you could actually have a ward when you have two hands on your lacrosse stick if you're using your elbows to push off from the other person.
Quite interesting.
Very rare, but it does happen.
Well, I'd like to see Oregon get a few more goals in the 6 minutes remaining in this quarter.
Yeah, I would agree. They've had some good goals so far.
I think if we put it up 4 more goals, then it'd be a run on clock.
Yep, I'd also like to, I'd like to get to that, I think it was 13-3, actually. Wyatt Dyer's prediction for this game. If we get to 13-3, he will not be running next Tuesday. Let's pray for Wyatt.
And if he doesn't get to this prediction, will it be running extra long?
Yes, I think for every goal that he has off for his prediction, he'll be running 1 lap. And that will be a lap around the entire school, not just the lacrosse field.
Ooh.
So good luck to him. I'm hoping Cato gets his 3rd goal tonight to live up to his number.
Yeah, we would love to see a hat trick from Cato.
Cato's brother, actually, Israel Mickelson, he just competed his team. They had a hard-fought game to finish off their seeding before playoffs. He's at WNL. I think they won 13-12.
Nice. That is a very close game. Do you know what seed they are yet?
I think they might be the #1 seed now.
Wow.
Going into the NCAA tournament.
Good luck, Cato, out there.
Yep, good luck, Cato, and good luck, Israel, out at Washington and Lee.
Good luck, Cato, for a hat trick.
Yes. All right, Cato's going to pick the ball up. Ref is talking to that defender right now. Might be telling him to stay 5 yards back on the restarts.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he is not 5 yards back on the restart. If you did not know, the long lacrosse sticks are actually 6 feet long. So because he was 1 6 length away from Cato, that proves that he was only 2 yards away. We've got a shot there. Goes wide. Braden Kenneke picks up the ball. He's going to go for a dodge there from X. Tries to pass it back, finds Cato. He's going to go for a shot here. Shot. And score.
Shot with 3 defenders in the way.
Incredible screenshot.
Great hat trick.
Yep, it sounds like he was listening to us, actually. He actually knew what we were saying.
And now Mason Konopacki will have to pay up.
Yes, Mason will. Mason is usually a believer, but today he was a non-believer in Cato's abilities. Spike Wazowski's game, the team that Mason Konopacki plays on, they actually start playing in 14 minutes at near West Fields. Again, that's Spike Wazowski FC. They're actually playing the Snorting Lisbon. Good luck during that game. We've got Cooper Rolsey on the wing actually right now. I'm excited to see him play. He's a freshman this year. OT with the faceoff, and Sun Prairie gets it. But he's going to keep on fighting for it. Good man ball work there. They're going to call it a loose push, and it's going Sun Prairie. Interesting call. I felt like the push was more in the front and not in the back.
Yeah, I also felt like it may have been Sun Prairie pushing.
Yeah, it looks like they pushed a little bit after the play, but Looks like nothing there.
I have heard that the refs sometimes are colorblind.
Yes, unfortunately. That is why they wear black and white stripes, because if they saw color, they wouldn't be able to tell. Looks like it's going to be Panther ball. Nolan's going to pick it up behind. Gets it to Keaton. And we're going to run our clear. I see, is that Andrew Cameron looks like just subbed in at the midfield. We lose the ball, but Braden Kenneke showing off that speed, getting to the ball. Finds, looks like OT. And then Andrew Cameron setting a pick for him. Looks like OT's going to go for a dodge here down the right alley. Shot and wide. Looks like it's going to stay Panther ball. A little bit dangerous there. Remember, it's the person closest to the ball, not closest to the sideline. We're going to get a dodge here from X. Gets to his left-hand side. A little bit of pressure there from that Sun Prairie defense. Brady Mamero with the ball, passes over to Andrew Cameron, and he's going to look for a dodge. His brother, Jacob Cameron, is actually an alumni here from the Oregon team. Jacob Cameron's actually playing in college. He's a very solid player, too. Looks like a moving screen here, so unfortunately robs Andrew of that goal, but it's going to be Sun Prairie ball. Sun Prairie's going to work it up the field. We've got Cooper Olsey back on defense. But Brady picks it up. Great work from him. Looks downfield. Braden Kenneke shot. And wide. I would have liked him to get a little bit closer to the goal there. Looks like he just wanted to get it off pretty quick.
I definitely think he probably felt defenders closing in on him. At that point of the game, I would have maybe held it, slowed it down, waited for my team to come back.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there was just no one at X to recover the ball. But Sun Prairie's going to get it down. We've got Tim on ball. Henry with some great pressure there. And Brady's going to defend this. No, Gabe is going to defend this dodge up top. Looks like they're yelling at their midfielders go to X. They had some success with those invert looks last time. No switch over this time. Let's see how he defends it. Looks like they've got a slide ready.
Great little stick check there.
Great work there from Henry. Something I actually saw, they actually set up some of their defenders right away near the crease for that defense on that invert. So looks like they actually instilled a play there to stop those inverts, just as I mentioned. Shot there from Brady Mamero, goes wide. Great backup there from Seabass. Looks like our coach Q is yelling deuces. So I'm guessing we're going to see some two-man action from behind X with our attackman. Looks like Brady's going to set a pick. So Braden Kenneke gets it over to Brady Mamero. Unfortunately loses it, but it's recovered by Brady. He's going to look back up top. Finds Gabe. Gabe's been playing a lot of offense this game. Looks like he wants to get a goal. Works it outfield. And nothing there. He's going to find a pass. Finds Brady. Brady's going to work over the top. He's got a short stick on him. And nothing there. Even though we're not taking any shots right now, I still like the ball control. As long as we're holding the ball, they cannot score. Seabass with the ball. He's got a short stick on him. Looks like he wants to dodge on the right side. He does. Great swim dodge there. Shot and just off. There's a great swim dodge there. That's when you put your stick over the other person's head.
Extremely athletic move.
Yes, very. Okay, we've got Brady down there. A big proponent of the swim dodge is Clay, actually one of our U14 players. Even though he's a defender, he actually likes to pull out the swim dodge all the time. We've got a push there. Looks like a push in the back, so it's going to be a push with possession. Flag down. And Panthers are man down. Looks like we're going to be man down here. Luckily, it's not looking as chippy as it was before. Our players are staying pretty tame, not really talking much to the refs, which is a good sign. Again, with this Sun Prairie offense, something we're going to see is they're going to have 3 attackmen or 3 offensive players on each side, on the right and the left side, where there's only 2 defenders there. So the 2 defenders have to defend the 3 offense. But our short stick defensive midi is able to switch between the sides. So hopefully they recognize that and really stop those outside shots. We've had quite a lot of shots on these man downs. Sun Prairie is going to work it down the alley. Cooper actually down there on the man down. Gonna get a shot. Great deflection from Henry. Ball's caught in the middle. Nolan picks it up, and he's gonna run it. Great fast break chance here. Gonna go for a shot, and saved. I'd like to see that on the ground there, but poles don't get a lot of action shooting usually.
It's always fun.
Yep, it's also really hard to track a pole shot from a goalie perspective because they never see those shots.
Yeah.
So when you do, there's always a nice opportunity. Okay, Brett with the ball. He's going to walk it down, get a touch. He's going to get back up top to OT, looks like. And he's probably going to get a dodge down the right side where there's room. And he does. Draws the slide. And saved by the Sun Prairie keeper.
Oh, little dodge, little fake out there.
Yep, good fake there. Finds his defenders on the wing. And he's going to work it upfield. Okay, Cooper on ball. And a little bit of a fast break opportunity. Gabe's going to slide the ball. Great work from Henry on that pickoff there. Got 3 seconds here. He's going to go for a shot. And deflected and off. All right, now we're going into our 4th quarter. We're going to have some interviews in here shortly from 2 more of our U12 players.
Hopefully.
Yep, I'll be right back after I grab them. All right, everyone. I'm back with Jacob, actually, from our U12 team. He's one of our goalies for our team. He's a very strong player. Jacob, how do you think the goalies have been playing tonight from both teams?
Good. 2 goals. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. I think the Sun Prairie keeper has actually made a ton of really good saves as well. Would you agree?
Yeah.
What do you think the score is going to be at the end of this game? I know Wyatt predicted it was going to be 13-3.
I'm going to say like 11-3 maybe.
Okay, Jacob says 11-3. We'll see if his prediction holds true. If it is not true, he will be running at Tuesday's practice.
Great.
All right. Looks like Reagan has something to say as well. Reagan, what do you have to say about the game so far?
So, I think we've been doing pretty good. Need to score a lot more points because I'm not running.
Yes, I would definitely agree. What was your prediction for this game?
12-3.
12-3. So we've got 11-3, 12-3, and 13-3. We will see who is correct. And I think the person that is correct might be able to decide how much the others run.
Yeah, you're Coach Wyatt.
So we'll find out what happens at Tuesday's practice. Wyatt, do you have any quick thoughts before we get started for this fourth quarter?
No.
Okay, goodbye, boys. I'll see you guys on Sunday for our games. All right, welcome back, Carter.
Looks like we had a flag called down on that play.
All right, looks like a flag down in the play. I actually didn't see that one.
Me neither.
But a lot of flags this game.
Yes, this, you know, both teams have been getting penalized pretty equally.
I would agree. Definitely some good practice, though, for both of these teams to run their man-ups and man-downs.
Looks like it was on Trey Zerwick.
Trey Zerwick.
Yeah.
Looks like Sun Prairie's going to find the ball. We do a good rotation there. Finds him on the backside. Good defense here. Good pressure. And we're going to get set back up in our defense. We're doing really great staying tight and stopping all of those inside shots and passes.
Yeah, our short stick is sliding perfectly. Great save.
Great work. Great save there. Really staying high. We had some trouble last game. Keaton was dropping a lot to stop all of those bounce shots. This game, he's really been staying high, making all of those good saves. We're going to get the ball behind here. Looks like Cam White with the ball. Braden with the ball. And it looks like Cato is back on the field.
Yeah, I think we're all at full strength now.
Perfect. Great dodge there. Down that top side shot and wide. Okay, Cameron looked down to the pass down to Braden Kenneke. He's going to go for a dodge. He's going to look up top, tries to find him. Unfortunately, he's not able to connect. And the ball goes out. The field might be a little bit wet right now because it is so late out, so the ball might be going out a little bit more. Okay, Sun Prairie is going to get the ball back on offense now. Trey is back in the field. Looks like we're back at full strength. Good Rusty Gate attempt there. I like to see it. Henry back on ball. Cato back on defense as well. Looks like Cato's getting dodged on. Sun Prairie's going to go for an attempt, likely down the alley where there's space. Cato's going to defend. Great defense there, just keeping him out. Looks like they're going to go for an invert look now. Actually, no, passes it up and ball is lost. Great mental checks from Cato, really forcing him to throw that ball away.
Using his higher aura level.
Exactly. That looked maxing practice last night really paid off. Cato's got the ball down there again. He's just going to get a touch and settle it. Now, just a reminder, if the score reaches 11, 12, or 13, one of our players will not be running tonight. So let's root for them. Great work there from that Sun Prairie defender. Really getting the ball downfield. We've got an open man upfield from Sun Prairie if you can find him. Looks for the pulls, and the ball goes out of bounds. Tim's going to pick up the ball. Tim's been playing great tonight. I never really have any notes on Tim because whenever his attackman gets the ball, they instantly throw it away.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you know, having a perfect game is not always seen, but here in the Oregon Panthers, we see a lot of really great plays.
Exactly. As he goes for a shot, unfortunately just wide. Looks like he did want to make a statement there.
And he did. I guess that's the only flaw that we've seen from him tonight.
Yeah, but honestly, it was a good possession shot.
It was. I think it was in line with the goal, just a little bit to the right.
Exactly. And because of that, we get another dodge from Brady on the wing. Oh, good flip there from the Sun Prairie LSM, really showing that athleticism. Shot and saved by the Sun Prairie keeper. Looks like a play on, though. And it's a loose push. It's going to go Panther ball. Okay, we're going to get the ball back at X. Looks for Brady Mammer up top. Unfortunately, does not connect. Flag down on the play. We're going to work for this ball. Sun Prairie picks it up. I did not see what the call was.
No, I'm not sure if I saw really a ton of contact on the field either.
Yep, looks like it was a Sun Prairie penalty, though, and Panthers are going to be man up. All right, let's see if we can capitalize on this man up. I'm not sure if we've scored on a man up yet this game. We've had some opportunities.
Cato may have had one.
Yes, Cato actually, he had one, but both teams were actually man down at the time.
Oh, yes, yes, it was a 5v5.
Yep. Looks like the call was unnecessary roughness, so something may have happened after the play.
Seems like maybe the Chiefs referees are here today.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And they're in favor of Oregon. It's always a good thing.
Yes, always a great thing. Okay, looks like we're just going to pass it around. Gabe is actually on man up right now. Got Brady back at X. He's going to get up to Cato, and likely Cato's just going to walk it up to the middle of the field and look for that pass. He's going to walk it up. Looks for a pass. Finds Brady inside. Unfortunately, does not connect. And Sun Prairie's going to get their clear. We saw that a couple times in the Wanakee game. Cato looking for that pass inside. Unfortunately, it just isn't connecting.
A lot of pressure from Oregon defense here.
Yeah, great work from Sun Prairie, though, getting it out. Unfortunately, they throw the ball away.
It looks like both teams are back at full strength here.
Yep, Nolan's going to pick up the ball for the clear. He's going to get it to Keaton, likely. And then Keaton's going to find a midfielder. Finds Tim wide open in the middle of the field. Looks like Tim wants to get another run. I think he was listening to the live stream.
Oh.
But recovered by Gabe. And Cato gets back on offense. Okay, Cato gets the ball again. He's got a short stick on him. I'd like him to go to X here. Hope they switch a pullback on him, and he's going to go for a dodge up top. Finds Gabe in the middle. Unfortunately, does not connect. Cato on defense, he's just going to pressure that long stick. I'd like him to pressure him a little bit more, try to get that ball away. He's going to stay solid and get back on defense. Good slide there from Henry.
Something I just learned is that long stick is Talon Luttrell, former teammate of Cato's.
Oh, interesting.
I was just informed.
Wow. Yep, Cato's been playing with players all across the state. I'm sure Trey played with them as well on Team Alpha. Or possibly on the Coyotes, Dane County Coyotes, which unfortunately does not exist anymore, but may be making a comeback. Great save by Keaton there. Really using his head there to make those good saves. He's going to find Tim. Unfortunately, it may have been lost in the lights on that pass, but Braden Kennedy recovers it. Looks like they're going to try to push it down low. Brady gets the ball. And he's going to get it down low. Looks to Cam. Cam's going to look up top for that cutter. Doesn't see anything. Got a couple more subs on the field. Cam's going to go for a dodge. Shot. And score. Great shot. Top shelf there. Split over to his left and then went low to high.
Oregon goal scored by number 22, Brady Zimmerman.
Wow, this is looking to be a good good point for the Panthers to kind of settle down a little bit, not let up, but
Yeah, I'd like to see some more goals as well. More goals is always better.
yeah,
We got Elliott back at the faceoff. I think he's been winning most of the faceoffs here today.
I think
He's been doing
has.
great. And Elliott wins it backwards. Trey's going to help him out. Looks like a loose ball push. And Trey's going to pick it up. Trey's got pull on him. He might need some help, but he's going to get it down to Braden Kennedy. He's going to find Brady up top. We're looking down here to Andrew Cameron, wide open. Shot. And good save by the Sun Prairie keeper. They're going to look for a clear here. Looks up to his middies. Good pressure there from Brady at the middle of the field. And they're going to look for a pass down low. Does not connect. And we pick it back up.
Ooh.
Looks like a loose ball push, possibly. Or a timeout. It's like a little bit of fighting here. Tim practicing his color guarding.
Great way to take that negative energy and do some.
Yes, I would definitely agree.
He's getting pretty good at it.
He is very talented.
Oh, he just dropped it. That's okay.
That's okay. They always talk about if you miss once, just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep trying and try again.
Try, and try, and then you will succeed.
Exactly.
I wonder what that flag could have been called on.
Yeah, looks like I'm not exactly sure actually.
I'm not really sure either, because to be completely honest, it looked like it might have just been a little mishap with Trey running into
To
our
Keaton.
goal. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe like the color blindness we were talking about before, and all the bright lights out here at the stadium.
It could be.
Must have been a trick of the light, but looks like there's also some pushing after the play. I wonder if there's a penalty there too.
But with 5 minutes remaining, I believe our Oregon Panthers can keep their cool here and hopefully get maybe a few more goals. But if not, keep this lead that they have.
I agree. It looks like Tim actually plays guitar out there. I saw him playing some air guitar with his lacrosse stick.
Oh, very nice.
We have a very talented team out there. Good hustle out there from Andrew Cameron. Like to see that, getting off the field very quickly. And we're going to be man down. Looks like the penalty was on Trey, actually.
Maybe self-inflicting injury on the teammate?
Yes. I think it was unnecessary roughness, possibly. I'm sorry, I did not hear it. But it's going to be 1 minute locked in. Reminder, locked in means if Sun Prairie scores here, Oregon will stay man down. They're going to pick up the ball in the alley, and we're going to go through the same man up that we've seen this whole game. They did a great job defending it last time. Yep, Gabe on ball. He's going to defend on the rotation. Shot up top. Great deflection there, using your body. And Henry's going to run up the field. He's got some great speed there. He's just going to get a touch and settle it down. Trying to find a pass here. No one's getting open for him, but I'm sure Henry can run it all on his own. Looks down there to Cam. Cam's going to find Brady. Great swim dodge there. Shout out to Clay. He's going to get it down the field. And he's going to find Cam again. Our coaches are yelling to go to X. And it was a good idea because we retain possession. Finds Brady. We like to go to X when we're man down because if we lose the ball X, we have a chance to get it back. But if we lose the ball up top, it might be a fast break for the other team. Great shot attempt there from Tyler. Got a shot up top and wide. Brady picks it up though. He's walking up that left side. He's going to get it upfield. Braden Kennedy shot and wide. A lot of great shots from Braden this game. Unfortunately, just not connecting. Gonna look upfield to Tyler. He's gonna catch the ball. And he's gonna walk it up. He's got pull on him, so he might be looking for a pass here. Finds Brady. Looks like Brady wants to get a dodge. Actually passes it over to the other Brady. And looks like he's gonna get a dodge down that left side. Nothing there. Good defense there from those Sun Prairie midfielders. Cam gets the ball behind. And he's going to look up top to Brady. Looks like Tyler subbed out for Seabass. He's coming back in the middle of the field. And Brady's probably going to get a dodge down that right alley. He does so, tries to find the pass down low. Finds Braden Kenneke. Braden Kenneke's going for a shot. Looks like a flag down on the play. Throws the ball. But it looks like Panthers are going to be man up. Looks like the call was a slash for 1 minute.
Penalties on Sun Prairie number 7, slash, 1 minute.
All right, Panthers are going to be man up. Let's see if we can get an opportunity here. Okay, Brett's got the ball up there in that top left box. I'm guessing they're just going to get it around, get it to Cato, and then Cato's going to pull it up to the middle of the field. Maybe look for Brady again. He's going to find Cato. Cato's actually going to go for a look here. Nothing there. Finds Braden Kenneke. Shot. And bounces outside. Good bouncer, though. Kim's going to get over to Cato. Cato's going to look up top. It's like Braden Kenneke's open again, same spot. He's going to get back to Cato. Isn't able to keep it, unfortunately, and Sun Prairie has a chance here. Great ground ball attempt, though. Okay, Sun Prairie back on offense. See Cooper Rolsey actually back out there on defense. Excited to see him play. Good pressure there from Cato. And we're man up here, so we do want to pressure the ball. Got a dodge there from that Sun Prairie attackman. Even though they are man down, they do still want to go to goal because we do not have much time left in this game. We're going to get another invert look. Hopefully we can defend it again this time. Looks like Gabe is ready to slide when needed. Great check there. And we're going to carry it up the field. Looks down to Cam. Cam might be able to look inside for a good pass. Finds Braden Kenneke. Good defense there from Braden. Unfortunately, the ball is lost. Must have been the lights again. And with only 1 minute left, we might not even reach 11 goals, which means all 3 of our U12s will be running at the next practice.
Oof.
Unfortunate. Keaton picks up the ball. He's going to get down the field. Finds Brady. Great swim dodge again. And he's just going to hold on to the ball. Finds the touch. Great effort play there from Brady. Brady's going to get down the field. Looks like Andrew Cameron.
I'd like to see Andrew Cameron take a shot. I think he's had 2 attempts here.
Yep, he had 1 goal actually, but unfortunately Brady Mamros had a moving pick, and he wasn't able to keep his score. Only 25 seconds left. We're going to go for a dodge here. Brett with the shot, and good save by the Sun Prairie keeper. He's going to get a pass to his wings on the sides, and they're going to walk it up the field. I'd be moving with some urgency here. There's only 5 seconds left in the game. Good work there. Flag down on the play, but they're going to call it. All right, great game there from our Panthers.
Yeah, great game. Oregon played with some serious haste. Their offense was a well-oiled machine.
I would definitely agree. And scores from all over the offense as well.
Yeah, very good ball movement here. I think our defensive team also played really well, causing Sun Prairie to kind of have some problems.
Yeah,
I think
they
kind
played
of-
a lot more aggressively this
Yeah.
game.
I think kind of mentally chipping away at them as well.
I would definitely agree. Face-off acts, Elliott played super well too. He had a lot of great wins. All right, so I think our next game is Sun Prairie on Saturday. We'll see everyone at 5 o'clock then.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We'd like to thank our sponsors one more time to help make this broadcast possible. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider being a booster today. One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. The Oregon Area Community Coalition, helping youth thrive. Visit us at OregonAreaCares.org, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Panther Exteriors, Stoughton Health, and Wisco Industries, your trusted neighbors for generations. Thank you for watching this Panther Lacrosse on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports.